Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kenny. Today's video is a comparison between a Chanel boy bag, super fake, and an authentic one. But today was quite an unfortunate day. I came across a super fake, another one, and I'm shocked and shattered. I've paid 4,000 Australian dollars for this bag. I first saw the bag, it looked amazing, but when I held it, felt it in my hand, it's not what I thought it should be like. But yeah, I'm still trying to collect myself right now, but I just want to do this video for the sake of everyone who'd like to do an informed choice in terms of their purchases. And we have the professional online authenticators, and I did authenticate this bag through Zico authentication, and they're very thorough. They ask so much photos that you would know that they're actually doing something and like checking the bag thoroughly. Now, I hope this video would be informative. I'll try my best to let you guys know of what I think you should look out for. This is not a professional opinion. This is what I think from years of collecting Chanel bags, specifically the Chanel boy bag, which I love. But yeah, let's start the video. But first off, I would like to ask you guys, from these two boxes, can you tell me which one is the authentic box? Okay, I'll give you a few minutes. I know people say you don't rely on the packaging, but I still like to dig through, compare the packaging between the fake and the real one. So yes, this is the fake. If you'll compare the two, there's barely anything that would give off that this is not authentic. Even the camellia, the camellia is just a little mangled around on the center, but this one looks so on point and it looks fluffier. And yeah, but we'd never rely on these, but I'm just showing you. The box feels authentic to me. If you would give this box to me, I would not know that this is authentic. This is not that this is a fake box. And they even got the care booklet, which I never had, so I don't know if this is even real. It has that stitching at the back, which I don't know. I will never rely on these kind of things, but just for the sake of the video, I would like to share that as well. Right, so let's get that out of the way. So a little bit more packaging in here. Now the bag came with a receipt. I am not familiar about this writing or language. I am guessing this is Greek, but I did try Google Translate. It barely told me anything. If this was from Greece, I tried to convert this value into Australian dollars and it only gave me 1,300, which is what the F. Crazy. So the ribbon. Let's talk about the ribbon. You can't tell. You cannot even tell. This is the fake one. This is the real one. Now, you would know if you held these two ribbons. The real one is silk screen. There's like some elevation, so you can feel Chanel printing on top of this canvas ribbon, while on here it's quite flat. You barely feel the printing. You can't feel it, But yeah, this is the fake, the real one. You take your pick. Now tell me which one is the real authenticity card. A lot of you would probably get this wrong because it's mind-blowing to know that one of these authenticity cards is a fake. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. From what I can tell, the font is larger on the fake one, while on here is slightly... We never rely on the authenticity card. If you're looking at bags pre-loved, even the authenticity card would not tell you if the bag is authentic. You look at the bag, not the accessories. So this is the part where my mind was blown. Super, like you can't tell, cannot tell. It's exactly almost, but the fake one here on the right, when I shine it through the light, it's looking lighter than the real one. If you can pick that on the camera, it's kind of a brownish kind of tone, but the font on the authenticity serial number is pretty much the same. Kind of mind-shattering revelation. The gold foiling CC on here is much... Yeah, it's just almost pretty much the same, like, honestly. You can barely tell. I want to ask you guys, which of these two bags do you think is the fake or the real one? So, to a lot of you who have been subscribed to my channel, I know you are aware that this is my Chanel boy bag, but I know it's hard to tell, but I'll talk you through of the little nitty-gritty things that I thought would tell you that a Chanel boy bag is a fake one. Okay, so this was my Chanel La Boy bag in the small size. This was authenticated by Real Authentication several years ago, and yeah, it's that crinkled effect leather. Whilst this one was the fake one. Can you even tell? Can you tell? No. Honestly. The caviar on this is so good. If you see this on the photo, you'd be blinded that this is a real one, but it's not. Once I held and felt the bag, oh my god, that's where I thought there's something wrong with it, that I needed to get it authenticated ASAP. So the bag felt so rigid. Like maybe this is a real leather, but this is so rigid. And this is like yeah, honestly, what if you feel it, you definitely know that it's 100% leather, but this was so rigid. Is the fake one, and this is the real Chanel boy bag. Yeah, take your time and look and stare at these two. It's hard to tell without touching the bag. But professional ones would know. And I think I'm kind of going into that direction of being a professional, because I know when that bag came in, once I held it, there's something wrong with it. There's something not right about it. Now, kind of need to put some pressure on it. But with a real leather, you know, you don't have to put any pressure on it. Like, barely touching it. Feels quite rubbery. I thought, oh my god, is this like a new season caviar? But seriously, this is just not right. From the clasp, they're just pretty much the same, but if you look into the clasp opening here, this is the real one. This is like so rectangular, but if you compare this with that, it's slightly fatter on that one. It's kind of hard to tell, right? Unless you put them side by side. You can tell my point. It's fatter than this. That is fatter than this one. This is the real. Let's put the CC branding up close. Yep, that's what it looks like on the fake one. That is such a good replica. Whilst on here, that is what it looks like. Like, you guys, even the stitching is super on point. Like, nothing is crooked on this bag. I've inspected it. Mind-blowing, seriously. There's nothing distinct about these two bags, about the design of the boy, that can tell you that one of these is a fake. Okay, that's the sides. Feels like I kind of like the structure of this though, but yeah, the boy bag is notorious for losing structure, but honestly, this is like so boxed and like nothing. There's no give on this leather. Right, now let's move on to the strap. I have heard that new season chains on the boy bag are hollow as well. I mentioned that on my first video, but there's barely anything that can tell you unless you feel and compare it with your hand. This feels slightly hollow, lighter than this one. Like, let's try the noise test. That's the real one. See, it's definitely hollow. Yeah, there's a lot of difference on there, but definitely substantial on this than there. And I can tell from the if you can figure out, you guys, the strap on the real one is slightly thicker, but you can barely tell that. Yeah, let's move on to the insides. Okay. Another thing that authenticators look out for are the screws. This I have yet to figure out, but there's like, it's like an asterisk kind of screw with 6 sides. There's more on here. That's the screw. And that's the screw on the fake, which screwed me up big time, pun intended. Okay, so on the strap, they've got the adjustment notches. There's like a CC engraving on here. So the bottom is the real and the top is the fake one. Yep, I think that's the perfect angle. Okay, the real, the fake. Stitching is super on point. It's mind-blowing. before I sent this for an authentication, I have inspected the bag so meticulously. Another giveaway that made me think that this is definitely not an authentic Chanel boy bag was the tag on here. If you look at it like this, it looks fine, right? But once you hold it, feel it, it should be imprinted, embossed on the leather, but can't even tell that there is something imprinted on it if you're not looking at this. If someone asks you to feel it, you won't even know that there is something printed or embossed on this tab. I can't feel it. I'm not looking at it right now and I can't tell that there is something imprinted or embossed. So it's made in France, it's Chanel. Whilst on the real boy bag, yeah, it's definitely embossed. You can feel that there is something imprinted on it. And even the leather tab that this leather tab coincides with the type of leather that this bag is. And also a giveaway or a hallmark sign is that the foiling should be the same hardware as the bag. So yeah, it checks out. This is silver and my bag is in ruthenium silver hardware. Even, you guys, the authenticity sticker is so good. Like, so good. Can't tell. Never. I can't tell. Have a look at that. How'd you like that? And I took so many photos. Zico authentications asked me for a lot of photos, a ton of photos on the sides, sideways. But this leather tab doesn't even feel like leather. It's so flimsy, but you can't tell. You can't tell just by looking at it. You have to feel it. That's the authenticity sticker on the fake Chanel bag. The producers of these replicas are getting so good right now. Like, this bag is a 24 series bag, right? And on the receipt tells you that this was purchased in 2018, and yeah, it checks out. She's wow, like they're actually thinking about that now. They're catching on. Like it's just mind-blowing. Like even the lining, super thick and quality. Unlike previous Chanel bag that I compared with my real one, the lining on that is quite flimsy, but this one is quite thick. Like it's just that leather foiling that gave away that this is definitely not. You can't feel it that way. I hope you did pick up anything from this. I know it's too hard to tell based from a video. You have to pay someone to authenticate it, triple authenticate it just to be sure. But will this experience stop me from buying from, this was from eBay by the way. Will this experience stop me from buying on eBay? No. But you just need to make sure that you pay through PayPal and use a credit card as a second layer of protection, because if something like bad happens, you know, your credit card company would take care of you as well. So you have that too. I mean, even three, because you got it from eBay. eBay will do their stuff, and if that fails, you've got PayPal to dispute it with. And another layer, like triple layer, is the credit card. So yeah, I'm glad I got and purchased this through my credit card. And yeah, like practice safe buying all the time. Okay, is there any lesson from this? Definitely, if you've got the money to buy the bag brand new, then by all means do it. But this is a risk that I'm willing to take because I know I will get the money back in case something happens. And like this kind of like in this specific scenario, you know, we're on the losing side. I'm actually shaking when I knew that this bag was a fake. But it's just nice to know, like to educate yourself as well, what to look out for next time. And always get someone to authenticate it professionally. Zico authentications are just so good, guys, especially for newer season Chanels. I think they're the only ones that does newer serial numbers, like new season Chanel bags. Right, just another tip as well, you know, don't rely on the packaging, don't rely on the authenticity card. That means nothing. The receipt means nothing. They can get all of these, buy the real packaging, and you know, give you a fake bag. If you have any further questions on this video, do let me know. Drop them on the comments below. Have you had a similar experience as mine? But yeah, after this video I would process the refund and trying to get my refund, and hope I get it, and this mess will get cleaned up, tidied up. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you had some takeaways. I hope you have learned something from it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys